You know, you ask people that are recovered alcoholics or whatever,
Right.
drugs, whatever, that have really made it and got free. You know, when was the moment? And you get a variety of answers of when the moment came. Whether they were alone, or whether they were in conversation with somebody, or maybe confrontation where the family said, this is it, you've got to have help. And finally they yield and say, okay, yes, I think you're right. But sometimes it is privately, when suddenly it occurs to you, wow. I had a friend of mine, I've lost him, he's not alive anymore, but David was a very good builder, made lots of money, but he was a heavy drinker. One day on his own, he was sitting at the yacht club, just about, you know, half stoned and fuzzy-minded. And he got to thinking, I wonder what I could have done, really done, if I hadn't have been in the condition I'm in right now, sitting in this yacht club.
Wow.
And he said he never took another drink from that day on.
Is that right?
And then he helped a lot of other people before he died. So you just don't know when that may occur. It's hard for us to be the judge.
Right.
You think, if I give an extraordinarily excellent seminar, I used to think everybody should be inspired. Saying, no, not really.
Wow. That is amazing.
That is not up to me, right? Who's going to be
Exactly.
inspired by it? And because maybe mine's not the voice. That's why we need many speakers
Right.
and books and voices and seminars and sermons and the lyrics from songs. That whole multiplicity of voices that speaks to us in different ways. Whereas if there's a group, out of a group, there's some I can't reach. Maybe they go sit in another class. Someone else identifies with them, reaches them, and makes a difference. So you don't know. But I think that's a good phrase to remember, the mystery and the magic.
Yes, that's powerful. Very, very powerful. Now, this mystery and the magic, as far as the magic is concerned, I'm sure you have seen a lot of magic occur with the people that were at your seminars. I know I've heard you speak of one particular person that's very, very well known, who went out and really did some major things. I believe he was 17 years old or so.
Tony Robbins,
Yeah.
17, sat in my seminar, just a teenager, and immediately said, hey, I want to go to work for this man. Worked for me for about 3.5 years, and learned the seminar business, and the rest is history. So youth doesn't, you know, really matter. It just depends on whether something clicks, something comes alive, something opens up.
Do they have to be
100 other
searching?
teenagers might have missed it, and he got it.
Right.
And I guess we could talk for days on end as to why that is. We just don't know. But I found this out. Back to the story of the sower. If you share good ideas long enough, those ideas will fall on good people.
And this is part of your simple disciplines.
Yeah.
Because I know this is one of the things that I learned from you almost 20 years ago now. You were talking about simple disciplines and simple errors in judgment. So the simple disciplines would be sowing good seeds,
Right.
empowering seeds, and so forth.
Right.
And if you do it long enough and do it enough, then eventually it has to.
Yeah.
Just by the laws of the universe,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
That's powerful. Now, excuses. There's a lot of people that create excuses, just like you were saying. And in regards to these excuses, how do you feel about them? Do you feel that there are some excuses that people make that are justified? In other words, maybe there are some people that really just can't change, or maybe they just can't do anything.
Well,
do you feel that's the case? Or
Yeah,
not?
we all want to, you know, justify our current position, even though we know it may not be where we really want to be. Say, well, this has happened, so for now, this is what I'm doing. And, you know, I guess we all go through that because we hate to sort of be too self-critical of ourselves. But alone in our private moments, we have to sort of really face the truth that those are really excuses. What was that little voice in my head this morning before I went to catch the plane to come here that said, you don't have to do your exercises this morning. You're running a little late. You can make up for it after you get there. Sure enough.
Wow.
It happens all the time. To the best of us and the worst of us. Reasons not to. It is a constant challenge.